you might lose track. So later when we're like asking for more questions, if we had missed yours, you are welcome to repost it and we'll make sure that we get to that. So I'm going to, I'll let you handle that chat. That will be awesome. And I will focus on sharing my screen. So what we're here for is to show you Journal Creators University. It is open for registration now. We have to post. Do you mind posting the registration link is already posted on the stream in Facebook. Yusuf, do you mind posting it maybe in YouTube? I don't know if we can pin a comment at all.
Not at all.
Then they can go ahead and look at the information at any time and register. So if you are busy, we would love to have you join us. We'll walk through the whole thing. If you're in a hurry, you can certainly go ahead and get yourself registered and start digging into the materials and everything. Instead of looking at the sales page, I thought we'd go straight into the members area and show you what we have. So once you've signed up, you will get a link to set up your account in our eKitHub University, and that's where Journal Creators University is hanging out as well. So when you log in, you will see like this is the whole entire thing. There's a lot. Don't be overwhelmed because you take it step by step. This first section kind of gives you a really good overview of what we've got going. So I'm going to go into the first post here, which is what you should do when you sign up, and it'll kind of give you everything that you need. So start here for best results. So what we're including in Journal Makers University is a bunch of Canva templates and other, there's writing prompts and things like that. I'll actually go back over here.
Can I interrupt quickly?
Yes, of course you can.
Are you intending to
show my
screen share?
Thank goodness for you, Steph. I like how you asked that. Oh my goodness. So
yeah, I wasn't sure because I was reading the comments, so I missed the beginning. So, but
I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh dear. So when you do sign up, you will be taken to a members area, and this is a bit different. This is a new platform for us. If you guys have signed up for any of our free classes, this is our first premium offering. It's Journal Creators University, where you are going to learn how to create and sell journals. There's lots of templates available for you. There is a complete self-study training program that you can go in right away today and work through. And then we also have some live sessions, which we'll talk about. There's so much to tell you about, of course. But basically, I think it includes everything you need to get started to create and sell journals, whether you want to do them printables that you sell, fillable digital journals, or you want to ship, print on demand, ship them to your customer. And also whether you want to be sort of a printable seller, like a store that sells just the printables, or if you're a coach or a course creator, this will be useful in adding a lot of value into your offerings. Journals are great for, growing your audience, for enhancing the value and providing a better experience for the programs that you have, and all that. So, okay, anything else I've forgotten before I keep blabbing on there?
Are you still gonna talk on this? Like, are you still gonna show them more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you're doing good. Just continue.
Okay. So I just kind of a little bit background there. If you look, and Yusuf, did you post the link for them?
Yeah, I added it to YouTube.
Can it be pinned at all? Can we pin it? Yeah, we can. I'm going to pin it. So it's the pinned comment in the chat on YouTube. It's also pinned on the live. So you guys are welcome to go in and get right in there if you'd like. So as I was saying, this is when you register, you will get a link to create your account. And this is sort of the central area. And again, don't be overwhelmed by everything that's there, because also on April 1st, we're going to have a live session that is going to give you a more concise plan on how to approach it. We can talk about your like where you are with things and what you plan to do, and give you suggestions on how to walk through everything. But when you do join, go here and start here for best results. And this will kind of give you an overview of what we have available, and will help you make your decision if you want to join us today. So what we do have, this is where I got to when you told me I'm not sharing my screen. There are templates involved and there's training. So let's talk about the templates. So when you go here, you can download, the downloads are in there once you've created your account. But what we have is, so there's 33 niches of Canva templates that you can edit, and each one has 300 prompts. It's, very popular, different topics for journals, and you are able, obviously, to modify them however you want. You get the Canva link. There is a PDF copy if you do just want to run with it. There's also the image ones, but these are just for you to work with and to learn from. One thing that I think is great with Canva is when you do have a nice template, that you just open up Canva and you play with all the different elements and see how things are built, and you can learn so much from it as a builder. We did do a poll recently on the event page, and we found that I think it was around 50% preferred Canva, and it actually is it's a really great tool in that it's easy, obviously, the drag and drop stuff. But when you're using other things like Photoshop and stuff, you don't have those elements built in, and you have to kind of imagine your design. Canva allows you to just move things around, and soon you find, I think I said in the post, that you start to think in Canva. So sometimes even when I'm just doing like promotional graphics, I go into Canva and it helps me get my thoughts straight on what I want to do. There is also a quotes collection that you can use, copy and paste. So let's go back to the members area. Any questions or anything so far that I should slow down because I'm excited?
Nope, not what I see, but there is a little delay, so I might bring you back to if they have any question.
Yeah, Lars is joining us from Sweden, and hello, Marty. And Laura is also from Wisconsin. All right. So then what we have is there is also 3 live sessions, as I mentioned, but you can go straight into the training up here, and don't worry, you'll be able to navigate around. There is a self-study training, right? And this walks you through, kind of gives you an introduction and gives you a short, Cole's Notes version of how to get started, and then walks you through creating your journals, walks you through selling your journals. And anytime you get, you have extra questions, because everyone's going to use different platforms and different software, and we can't necessarily support all software, but if we have a group of us in there, everyone's got different experience. You can ask questions in the community. There is, at the bottom of each lesson page, you will see that you can join in on the community, and it's also included in your account, you'll see.
Okay, we've got 2 questions. The first one is from Allison. She's tuning in from Facebook. Is the material different from journalpreneur material?
This one has, yes, it's the same core training. We are adding the live training to it, and the community, and the 30-day challenge. So yes, if you have that basic material, you have this self-study stuff. It's put into a different format, probably more usable, ability to ask questions and things like that. But it covers the same topics, yes.
Okay, and we have another question from C Production on YouTube. Will the recordings of the live session be available? And the answer to that is definitely. It will be available, and it will be part of your community section. All of the recordings will be added there.
The recordings will be put in, we'll make another section here, not in the community.
Sorry,
yeah. We'll put it into we'll probably create another module there either at the bottom, or we'll probably put it up higher so it doesn't get lost, but it will all be put into here. So I'm going to go back to this start here post, and don't worry.
What I meant is that we will add the link to it in the community so that you know once the live session has been updated. And then there's also a announcement page where we will be putting all the announcements for your classes, or sorry, for all the recording sessions.
Or mostly they'll just be put in the account and you can log in anytime. And yeah, we'll upload the recordings will be uploaded in there. So there are 3 live sessions. Let's actually look at that as well. So you have the self-study material that you can run through that Allison was asking about. And then we do have the 3 live sessions. So on April 1st, because after the registration deadline, we'll start on the Monday, we'll get together and we will run through this in a bit more detail and give you an idea of where to start. Also talk to you more about what you are working on and maybe what you've learned, through digging through the materials over the next week, and help you get a plan and make sure that, and also talk about filling out the workbooks, which we haven't gotten to yet, because there are companion workbooks to help you through each step of the process, from creating your product to marketing and selling your journals. And then also, once you're selling some journals and you want to turn it more into a wider business, that workbook walks you through that. So this session will kind of cover that stuff. Then on April 8th, we're going to do a Canva customization and design class. So this is perfect if you are a beginner, then to Canva, this will be great for you. If you are, experienced with Canva, you might want to join us also, because there might be some extra tips and things, because we can always learn from each other. Also, if you have, some, tips for people, it would be great to have you there as well, because we really want to make sure that we are kind of a team, a community, helping each other here, and the more we do that, then the better we'll all do, and everyone will get more work done, and we will get our products out there, and you'll it'll work well that way. We can also, I believe that we would be able to, you can bring your own designs or where you're confused, and you could get on-screen help, that kind of stuff. It's meant to be very interactive for this class, so it kind of will become what you guys want it to become. So definitely attend live if you can. If you can't, it will be recorded, and yes, absolutely put into the members area. Did I hear you wanting to say something, Yusuf?
No, so far we're good. Actually, maybe.
I see recordings. Yes, I see that one. Facebook.
Andrea is asking, did you say that creating digital journals is always part of this program?
Now, yes. However, like we can, there's not specific training to work with different pieces of software, right? So that's what the community will be for, if you need troubleshooting help and stuff like that. But it's not like, step-by-step tutorials for using Adobe or for using all the different tools that you can use. But it's perfect for you if you want to do that. If you are having trouble like working certain software, or you need help choosing a software, we can help you with that, because there are so many different ways that people can create stuff. So we can't do the tutorials for all of them. And I really want to encourage you guys, like if you have done any training with Yusuf and I before, that we really, and it's true, that the software, the actual, technical parts of what you have to do are the least of the worries, right? What you really want to know is how to create a great product that makes a great experience for your customers, how to sell it and position it and create awesome offers. And that's really what we're going to teach you. As far as software and platforms go, those sites all have the tutorials and teach you how to put all these things together, or how to post your product. You need to dig into those, and you're going to get the higher level stuff from us that is going to make sure that you are creating products that are going to sell well.
I've got another question from Sally on Facebook. She said she hasn't sold any journals before, and is this something that a new person can do in this field?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because the training walks you from the beginning. It gives you basic 5 steps that you could start right away, but also then it walks you through kind of the process from the beginning. And of
And
course,
I would also add that the journals could be added to your, if you have, let's say, if you're teaching a class or anything like that, that could be also incorporated into it. And then we also obviously will disclose certain tricks that you can do to build your email list with these journals, right? So that's the main thing. Like it could be used in so many different ways. Just
yeah,
to put it out there for Sally and anyone that is new.
yeah.
So
And I did put a poll also on the event page about, what is the hardest part? And I went from creating the product, learning the technology, building your audience and selling your products, creating offers. And thankfully, I'm glad people didn't worry about so much about creating the product or the technology. They were concerned about building an audience and being able to create good offers. And when we're covering all of it, we're covering the creation as well. But our expertise really is in that part where people seem to need the most help, because that is the most important part. So yeah, so if you don't have an audience yet, or you don't have traffic, we're definitely covering that kind of stuff. And is it okay to?
yeah, you can continue.
The last session? Awesome. Okay, so April 15th, we're going to do journal creation with AI tools, plus a Q&A. As you see, we wrote plus Q&A on all of these, meaning that you can come and ask questions about anything, right? So the topic is Canva. We'll do the Canva training, but afterwards you can ask about everything else. So we will make sure that we are giving you the assistance you need. So once you've dug into everything and you've started exploring and things like that. So this one is going to be about AI tools. And now, if you know Yusuf and I, we love to leverage AI in creating ideas and, speeding up work. We don't believe in the push button thing that is really being marketed out there, that AI can take care of everything. It creates your product and you'll be like, press a button and you're going to become a millionaire. It doesn't work that way. And the people who are convinced, and this is good for you guys because you're here with us and you will know differently, and maybe you already do know differently, but the people who think you can just push some buttons and they put out so much content and like kind of maybe not the best, they're gonna fall behind. You, by leveraging AI wisely and using it to, with your knowledge of creating awesome products, of creating good offers, which we're going to teach you. We're going to show you how to use AI strategically in that way, because you're going to stand out from the rest of the noise. There is a lot of noise right now. People are publishing crazy amounts of content. I saw someone, a friend on Facebook, Jesus, Colin, Yusuf, Colin Terrio, who's going to be, we interviewed him for a podcast coming up too. He did a search on Google for, I forgot the words. I think that sometimes when you speak to ChatGPT, it says, as an AI chatbot or something, I can only. So he put it in, whatever the phrase was, he put it into Google. And there were so many results of people just publishing whatever AI spat out, not looking at it. And like that's not helping anybody. It's not helping the audience. It's not helping the person who's publishing content like that. We're going to show you how to do it way better so that it actually grows your business, that you're actually creating better things for your customers.
Okay, we've got a few questions that we can maybe address right now. Sorry for the pronunciation of Frantonia. Actually, should be easy to read, or should have been easy to read, but it's 7 a.m. So,
it's a lovely
Is this a monthly payment or one-time payment? If you are referring to the Journal Creators University, it is a one-time
Yep.
payment.
Everything we're showing you today, you have access to. Yeah, one-time payment only. And also, as we do have this Facebook event. It says it's running for 8 days. It's because that is the time to register, and it's the only time to register in 2024. We're not going to offer it again. So if you guys do want to join us, now is a great time. And it is just the one-time payment. And once you join today, when we do it next year, if we're adding on things to it, it'll probably, the price could very well be higher at that point. You guys don't have to worry about that. You're in this year, you will always get any updates and be invited to any future live events or classes. If we do, we'll open it up probably next year again, and you guys will be in there already. One-time payment only.
Yeah, Daisy's asking, will there be replays? Definitely, there will be, and all the replays will be recorded and added to the class itself. So
yeah, no worries if you miss anything. You can always catch up later. And then the great thing is that we do have that community. This is our little community that's growing here, that you will be able to ask questions at any time. Also, you don't always have to wait for a live session.
Yeah, and then in the community, you can also see what other people have asked in the past, and because everything will be there, so you can go back and read it, and you might actually get a quicker answer that way, right? So you might have the same question, and then you already find an answer to it. Tracy is asking the difference between a journal and a workbook.
Well, a journal really, I think it also depends on what you consider a journal, and that, because there are more guided journals with specific sections and things like that. So it sort of delves into workbook territory, and maybe a purist would say that is not a journal, that's a workbook. But I think you'll see some blending of those concepts when we are talking about them. Obviously, you can do more simple free writing or just simple prompt journals. But what we focus on is really providing a good experience to your customer. So sometimes that has them, digging a little deeper and doing like a little bit more structured work. But how you want to publish your journals is up to you, because you can also publish very simple journals. If you guys were in our fast and simple course creation program, we had a workbook for that program, or worksheets that could become a workbook, and we had a journal, and the journal was very simple, but it asked like these higher level questions on kind of where you want your business to go in the future and stuff like that, and had lots of free writing space. We can talk about that too, show you that example and how.
And you can also always like combine the two together. Like if you have a bunch of planners or a bunch of workbooks and journals, you can, put them all together and then use the same tactics that we will cover in this class, and promote it that way. So that's definitely one thing. Another question, there are no connections of how to work with planners. Well, as I said, if you have planners, you can always combine them to whatever you're currently doing, and do it that way. But we will have like a planner sort of focused similar course that will be released later this year, but we're still working on that one.
Yeah.
But if you have currently, as I said, if you have a planner or bunch of planners, bunch of journals, you can combine them together and use the tactics that we cover in this course, and create a complete product. And you can add it to whatever you're teaching as well.
Mm-hmm. So I was going to take a short break off to my screen here where I have, I'm looking in to see who has joined us. I can only see email addresses, not names, so I don't want to give out people's email addresses. So where I can see first names in the email, I wanted to welcome Steve and Sandy and Mary Beth and, oh, Vicky, I think, and Michael and Fran. All right. And yeah, there's a lot of, oh, I wonder why. I wish it would tell us the name so we can just say, call you by name. But thank you. And if you have joined us, feel free to use the chat to let us know you're in. And we really look forward to working with you. So I can go back. So those are the live sessions. And again, the training that covers everything is self-study. You log in today and you can get started on that. And it'll give you a really good overview from everything creating to selling. And you will be even more prepared when we do the actual live sessions. So I think here we go. So there's 3 live sessions. There's the core training, which I did kind of look at a little bit. We'll go back and look because it's the biggest part. We'll go back and look at it in a bit more. We also have a 30-day challenge. I don't know why that says we start April 30th. There are so many moving parts to this. Yusuf and I have been working so hard. And this is my typo. This is not Yusuf's fault. I believe the sign up page does say April 1st. I don't know how 30th got in there. Maybe it's supposed to be April 1st to 30th is what it was trying to say. So I'm going to fix that. We will start on the 1st. And it will be, so some people are beginners. We did have a question about that. Some of you have been kind of doing this for a while, and you could probably take what you learn in the self-study stuff and start really moving with it. So the 30-day challenge is going to be organized in that you can follow along in a set path. If you're brand new, we will tell you what you can do each day to create your journal and to put it up for sale. Or you can use it as a way to gain accountability and join us and kind of create your own thing. Check in every day to see what you've been working on, get some help and stuff like that. So it's a challenge for everybody. And that will be open on April 1st, the day that we do our first live session, and we will get going. The month of April is going to be awesome.
Just a quick question from Sue. Will everything be included, like all the replays, will they be included, and will there be a lifetime access? Yes, absolutely. Yes. Everything will be obviously recorded and added to the same section where you see the course, and you'll have a lifetime access, definitely.
Lifetime access, all updates. Remember, if we get together again, we will, I'm sure, for other sessions in the future, and we maybe next year let new people in, you don't have to sign up again. You will already be in here.
Like whenever we discover like new ways of actually elevating the journal game, whether it's through AI or any like new marketing stuff, we will definitely add it to the course. And if you get it today, you won't have, or if you get it at any time, you will always have access to all the updates.
Yeah, in the next 8 days.
Yeah.
Then it's going to close for the rest of the year until we are able to offer it again. Then we can just get focused on the people who have joined us now, and that would be great. So this is the challenge. So you'll see it scheduled. We're viewing this as our admin, but it'll look similar to you. One of the things also is if you do complete the challenge, everybody who does is going to get a $50 code to buy some templates at Shop eKits. So that means you can use it to buy like printable templates, done for you content, but also we have a growing library of business templates that might come in handy for you as well. So you'll be able to use that. That will be your gift for completing the challenge, but the bigger gift will be that you've really accomplished something and you will be starting on your way to selling journals. And then there is also a bonus. This is a great bonus. This is also going to really help you dig in deep into connecting, building an audience, and selling your product. It's bonus access to it's actually my fine art of self-promotion training that I did on my own, but we've added it into our members area here. It's well organized, and we'll walk you through. So when you click here, we just have to access the course. So when you sign up, you create your Journal Creators University account, it will give you access to this premium self-promotion skills intensive course, and you'll be able to access all this right away. You don't have to do it all right away. You might want to dig into the journal stuff, but this is really going to help you kind of define like what you want to be to your audience and how to, really leverage kind of who you are. Like, you don't have to pretend to be somebody else. There is something special about you that you can offer, and that this will have, like, these lessons will help you find that, and so that you can connect with your audience, that they're going to want to come to you for, advice, for help, for products, and you're going to be their first choice. Then, so once you've kind of figured out that part, like who you are and what you can put out there, we talk about in a general sense. This is not a journal creators class. It's more of a digital products, courses, printables, all that, but includes journals. So creating useful content and products. We talk about persuasive writing a lot, and like really becoming, a salesperson for your company without feeling like a salesperson, because part of persuasion is just being excited about what you have to offer and what you want to share with people. And the more excited you are, the more people will want to follow along with what you do, and you don't have to like work hard to sell when you're just excited, and also learn how to communicate in that way that gets other people excited, and this will cover that. We also talk about product launches as well with a case study. So if you plan to do a larger product, then you will have lots of guidance in creating a bigger launch, similar to what we've done here. You guys have seen us working on this product launch, right? So you'll learn kind of those techniques and how they go, and you're welcome to ask any questions as well. And then it covers other things like repurposing your content, which is going to be huge, guys. You are creating all this awesome stuff, and you'll learn how to leverage it over and over again. Also, another important thing is building relationships in your business. So it's going to cover that. And that also, I hope, is going to start to develop in the community. Yusuf and we're going to be there. We're hoping that you guys use it, because it's so important to have connections in your business. Like the people who are like-minded entrepreneurs. They're great for bouncing ideas off of, getting feedback. They're great for having project partners, people you can interview or do webinars with or create products with. There's so many opportunities. So don't ever feel like you're doing business alone. Like, that's one thing people say, that they feel business is isolating, and it doesn't have to be, right? You just have to get out there and connect. And this lesson will give you lots of tips on how to do that.
Yeah, especially operating an online business, it could be very, very lonely sometimes. So this community will actually help you to, again, connect with us and other people as well.
Mm-hmm. And then we have a charisma class in here that's going to help you also with that, finding who you are, not pretending that you're if you're an old curmudgeon, then maybe that still is charisma, because that's an appeal to other people. You don't have to change yourself, but really, using who you are to connect with people. So that class covers that, how to ask for the sale and get them to say yes more often. So that's going to dig back into that persuasive stuff, but also actually really focused on making sales. We also cover recurring income. So if you have an interest in creating a membership site out of your printables or journals or courses or coaching programs, whatever you're putting together, that lesson is going to help you with that. We also talk about email writing skills, because email still really is your biggest and best asset for driving ongoing sales. We have social media, right? But it's not as much of a commercial medium. So people will, and also we have algorithms, right? Is our content even going to be seen? So if you can get them on the mailing list, a mailing list is a more commercial type of way to communicate with people. People expect sales pitches, and it's an asset because you are building this list of people who want to hear from you, are more likely to hear from you because you have their email address. Sure, emails can get filtered and some of your stuff can go into spam, but overall, it's a much better delivery. It's more commercial. So learning to really, write great emails that capture the attention and engage your audience, have them looking forward to it and sell your products. That's kind of what you're going to learn there. Whoa, how's it going, everybody?
So we've got a question from Sue. As a beginner, roughly how much time will she have to be able to finish the 30-day challenge? Or how much time she should put in, maybe?
Yeah, so I think that how much time you want to put in is up to you, and you may want to do more, but we're going to keep it simple that, it's going to be about an hour a day or something like that. Obviously, if you fall behind on a day, and yes, it runs through weekends, and we know some people want their weekends off, please take your weekends off. You can catch up. So, you can kind of schedule it how you want, and you can catch up and all that stuff. But yeah, so I mean, if carving out an hour a day to work on something for a month, I think you'll start to see a lot of progress, and hopefully some results too by the time you're done. If you put more into it, then obviously you're probably going to get more out of it as well.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize on one thing. Like, a lot of the classes are actually audio recorded, so you can listen to them while you're doing something else as well, right? So and that could save you a lot of time. That's why we kind of put it that way, because sometimes, I don't know, like, I listen to podcasts, and I listen to a lot of stuff when I cook, when I clean, when I do whatever, and I find that it helps me to kind of get through the material much quicker. Sometimes,
Yes.
I listen to it, before I even read the content, just to kind of brush up a little bit, or not brush up, but to give myself a little, insight about what I'm going to read later. And then when I read it, it's going to be like reading it for the second or third time, and it's much easier to digest the information that way. So.
Yeah. So like you have said, that there are audio recordings. Just as a note, though, that the course is a written course, and the audios are machine generated. So it is a little bit of it's a robot voice, but it is, we did it so that people have that option, right? That they are able to do that. I love it too. Like, I think that I don't always like listening to audio or videos, but yeah, when cooking or doing some activity that doesn't require a lot of brain work, it's actually easy to get focused on listening to something and absorbing it. And I love the idea, because yeah, like, if we read something, and it depends, how skilled of a reader we are, or like how we are naturally able to process what we're reading. But I love the idea of, yeah, you listen to it, you read it, like you'll get more out of it as you kind of review it.
But the self-promotion part, that one is not audio. That's it's you doing a presentation, right?
Yes, these are all there are videos and transcripts available for you, complete transcripts that have been edited, for a little bit easier reading. But I will click in on one of these. So yeah, so this one, you can see it's a video that you can watch. This was a live session. Some of those, I mean, some of them maybe if you are cooking, have your laptop nearby. Most of the time you can probably just listen. Sometimes you'll need to look at the screen to understand. but there is also the transcript. There's lots of templates in here actually. And if we go over here, like this, and we haven't even covered the journal makers training. We're gonna go back to that, but there's those lovely workbooks that will walk you through. These are detailed and they will get you thinking more, you know, strategically in like creating the right type of product for your audience and how to create great offers, and then again expanding your business. But there are a variety of there's a big template collection in there, marketing templates that you can use. There's like the copywriting files. There's like there are worksheets and little workbooks to go with some of the lessons, but then you also get sales page templates and you know, digital product launch templates. If you want to do that membership stuff, that's there. And I need to look at that. I see something I need to fix too. Discipline bullet point. Okay. So maybe we should go back now and look at the actual journal stuff too, so that we don't get too lost on other stuff. But as you can see, there is obviously all those lessons, the self-promotion lessons are critical. And it's the thing that people are missing. Everybody can go in, anyone can grab a Canva template, create a journal, and put it on Amazon. That's the easy part, right? It's that higher level stuff that is the part that's going to, again, set you apart from everybody else who's just blasting all this content. So, okay, modules, journal makers training. So again, when you do this, there's a little introduction for you that you can walk through. This post gives you kind of a 5-step overview. So if you're like, I don't want to go look at all that, I'm a self-starter, I can do this, find out what to do. So then that's there. But because some of us are trial and error type of people, that's me, right? Sometimes I don't study so much. I just go and do it, break it, and fix it. Yusuf is a studier. So we all have different ways and he makes sure he does it right. He has way less mistakes than I do.
Sometimes.
Yeah. It also covers kind of the psychology of why people journal, so that you understand that's always very important. Like, we all know people like journals, right? So we think, oh, we can create one and people will love it. But when you really understand why they do it and what different purposes, because it depends, you know, there's personal journaling, there's professional journaling, there's all kinds of things. When you really understand what's in your potential customer's mind, then it's easier to create a product that's going to draw them in and get their attention. So that's actually, and also I'll show you this too. So when you do go through the lesson, I don't see the audio on there. I'm gonna have to check with Melody as well. So when you can mark it complete, we've already marked it complete, because as you can see, oh, you can't see it on this page. It says we've completed part of the course already. So it looks like this. So you mark it as complete, and then it takes you to the next lesson. There we go. Okay, so the introduction just doesn't have an audio. This is the audio that you'll see at the top. And we can fix this so it looks prettier. I want it to look prettier. I don't like this blue. I don't know why Kajabi insists on it looking like that. But I know the secret in the back end to edit the code. So this talks about popular themes and brainstorming your titles. So there's lots of examples and ideas in the training that you can walk through. This is a long page. And this one also has the idea titles that you can borrow these, you can remix them, you can do whatever, you can just read them, you can just listen to them, because the more you hear it, the things are going to stand out for you and you'll figure out what you want to do. I want to go back here because I don't want to go through. Then we talk about things like digital versus print. I'm going to go up here. So if you look at the top of anytime you're in the members area, there is like a little breadcrumb. So this would bring you back to the main page that has everything. Then there's modules. this is the sub-module. So the module we're in is the training. It doesn't tell you that, but the sub-module is creating your journals, and we're on this lesson. But if you are in the training and you want to go back to the main training page, you just go modules, and then you can go here, and then you will end up where we were. So we were at digital versus print. We talked about like formats for your journals, like actually you deciding what you're going to do, putting your journals together, how to, tools that you can use, cover design tools, and tips for making great covers. Also, if you are making covers, you are welcome to post them in the group and get feedback. We would be happy to like brainstorm and see what you guys are working on. And then once you've kind of covered the creating, we move on to selling your journals. And of course, I think that's the fun part. I mean, creating is fun too, but the selling, because you get to share it with people and you get to like make a difference to people. So the creating is like sort of a personal process, and obviously you're thinking of your customer and what you're going to offer them. But when you get to selling it and you got people buying it and opting into your free offers and things making a difference for them, that's when like the really exciting part starts, in my opinion. So we talk about creating product pages, and optimizing your product pages for search engines as well. And that's an important thing to do as well. If you're going to be posting to marketplaces like Etsy or Amazon, and just a note, like you should not post PLR journals to KDP if you're going to publish printed journals on Amazon. Obviously, you need to do an original product, but you can work from templates and create something. But the point is, wherever you are posting, always learn about, or do research into keywords that people search for on those platforms. There are keyword tools. I think it's Ahrefs. Amazon. Yeah, they have so the Ahrefs, I believe there's a link in the training too. They have, you can see I've been here before. It remembers that I put the word journal in. So you could search Google, what people search for on YouTube, which is also good to know if you're going to create videos to support your content, and Amazon. There are Etsy search tools and stuff like that too. There is one listed in the program. But these are important things to do, that you don't want to just post to these marketplaces and hope for the best. You want to know what people are looking for, and you want to kind of move into that area. So the course will help you kind of figure that out. Also, if you need feedback on that process, you always have the opportunity to ask questions. There is the community, but also, where is a lesson? You can see that there also is a place to leave a comment on a specific lesson. So that's always a great place to do that if you want to ask something very specifically about what you learned. I think, do the comments, are these comments separate, Yusuf, in Kajabi, or does it become a part of the community? I think it's separate, but I wasn't really sure.
It's separate, but it is available for all the people that basically take the class. But I don't think it gets added automatically. I'm actually gonna
watch comments.
Yeah. I thought about it before, but I'm gonna recommend it so that it gets added automatically, because they're a good platform. They implement a lot of the stuff that we have recommended, and other people recommend.
Nice. All right. So Donna has joined us. Someone with the first initial B. Hello. Marty and Michael. Evie. Shash. Daisy, yay. And again, it's all telling us emails, so I don't see all your names, but really glad that you've decided to join us. Again, like when you join today, you have access to everything we're showing you today, and then we all the updates in the future, all the training that you're in for life. You won't be able to get rid of us, so we're glad. So going back to the lessons here. So then we talk about creating product bundle ideas, to get more income and satisfaction, because journals, a single journal, your earnings per sale are maybe not going to be huge. So creating, more offers and bundling things up. The workbook that we have on expanding your business actually talks about this a bit more, creating funnels and things like that, like upsells and bump offers. So then there's marketing techniques to grow your audience, growing your list, free opt-in gift ideas, things you could give away as a journal seller. What would people want to opt into that are more likely to buy a journal? And also tips for nurturing and selling to your list. And of course, in that self-promotion training, you have a much deeper lesson on writing emails as well. So here we have, actually, let's take a peek at these workbooks. And so we have the product creation workbook, and it does, if you come in here, and if you are on the sign up page, the registration page, it also has all these details. So you'll see that when you go and register, you'll be able to see what's included. But it's a 21-page workbook that walks you through like the process, coming up with a theme and topic for your journal, keyword research tools. That's where you're going to find the tools that, will help you search Etsy, that will help you search Amazon, deciding between digital and print. And you can see it just it's a companion to the stuff that we've learned, that just covered in the course. And then this is a great companion. The marketing and selling workbook is a great companion to the selling part of the course as well. And it walks you through, deciding how to decide like what the right place for you to sell your journals is, because it really depends on sort of how you want to run your business, who, and what types of products you want to sell. There's lots of different things to consider. Talks about creating your product pages, the keyword research, and ongoing. But this is the great one. This one kind of is going to take you further than even the training does, because you're going to learn a lot through the process of creating and starting to sell them. But this one is going to really help you evaluate your successes and figure out how you can expand on those, reflect on things that maybe didn't work as well and what to do next. And also, when you are working on this workbook, use that community again, like get some feedback. Maybe some things didn't go well, right? And you want to kind of know why, like I made this, I did this, like how come it didn't work? Or the opposite, which we hope will happen more often, is I did this and this happened and I don't know why it was so great. Like what can I do to make sure I can repeat that? We'll be there to help you with that.
I'll be right back. I just need to bring the charger.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay. Just to kickstart you with a good question, maybe. Sure. While I leave. Okay, so Marie 98 is asking, you may have covered this already, but how is this different from the use PLR challenge from last year?
Oh, well, totally different, because that was about putting, your content into work. This is about creating and selling journals. And as mentioned, it's going to be actually a more guided challenge than that, where you will get specific tasks to do every day. But of course, if you are more advanced than what that, those basic tasks that we'll do each day, then you are welcome to use the challenge as you craft it how you want to. You like set a goal for the 30 days, what you're going to accomplish, and create a plan and check in and get feedback and stuff like that. But it's a guided challenge to create and put your products up for sale, start building your audience, and start selling those products. And thank you, and welcome Donna and Lars and Lily. Awesome, so glad you guys are joining us. So back to, oh, you're back. You know what? I don't have the video script. Obviously, I can't tell. I don't have your.
All good.
I didn't know.
Lorenzo is asking, we could turn this into into a business upon itself, correct? I'm not sure if I understand the question, but maybe you do.
Well, I mean, I think so. Obviously, there are people who sell journals. That's the core of the business. I would say that maybe other printables will fit in as well. So it can be that way. it can also be incorporated into an existing business, and that's kind of how I mean, I've been selling journals for a really long time, and printables before we even called them printables. I don't think we, or maybe some people knew that word, but I didn't know that word, to enhance what I'm doing. So my goal is to help people use content to grow their businesses, right? I started as a copywriter and a content writer, and then I wanted to share that with other people. So all the printables and journals and things that I create are usually centered around that. And our team also creates journals on a variety of niches and stuff like that too. So we do that part as well. But what I'm saying is that yes, it can be a business in itself. You can be a journal seller. There are companies, actually, if you look at the sign up page, it's this one. And there are some examples. Show it way at the top. There's a lot, you guys. There are a couple of examples of companies that, there are sellers who sell it specifically on Etsy. There are Amazon, that's specific products. I didn't look to see if that's all they do, right? But I think you don't want to box yourself in necessarily, although this is a journal shop. This is actually, they printed, they're actually a really, kind of a cool, they were a small seller in 2004, and now we're sort of this bigger entity, and that's pretty cool. So if you want to get focused and focus on that, then you absolutely can. But I think as an independent seller, I don't think we need, unless you have this grand vision, don't box yourself in. You're going to want to expand and do different things, maybe incorporate courses, maybe do other printables and things like that.
One good question, I don't know if you addressed it already in the whatever minute that I was gone. Anne is asking, hi Alice, how do you protect yourself from someone copying or distributing your PDF journals other than, a thank you disclaimer?
You protect your sanity first by not worrying about it. Yeah. Most of you, you are here to serve good customers who want to give you money, right? And who want to work with you, and you can make a difference in their lives. Those are the people that you are serving. So you have to be focused on those people. They are not the people who are going to steal from you or anything like that. There are people who are going to steal, and the chances of them hurting your business are very slim. I have had people, I don't seem to notice, maybe I don't notice it anymore as much, and maybe because there's so much content out there, it's harder to see. But I know when I first started, and maybe there were fewer people out there doing what I was doing, I had people taking my stuff all the time. But the people who steal in that regard, like for commercial purposes, they're not smart and savvy business people. They're not going to hurt your business. If it's individual people taking, your journals and wanting to use them for themselves, I mean, it's digital, right? It's not like it's a store where they're walking in and stealing the products, the inventory that you paid for. So I really think don't worry about it. But at the same time, if you do see people stealing for commercial purposes, you can send a cease and desist. You can get in touch with the person's web host. And I don't personally deal with those different things, but if we see something, or our assistant sees something, or someone tells us that they see someone doing something they're not supposed to, we have our assistant Melody or whoever else is on the team to go and do those admin tasks of sending the cease and desist. And it's usually easy I mean, sometimes it's become a little bit more difficult sometimes to take people down, but most, you can prove that it's your content and you can get it taken down. But overall, don't worry.
Yeah, I would say there two, if you want to take the sort of the legal avenue, there are two ways to protect yourself. One way is actually to offer whatever product that you're offering as PLR, private label rights, right? So that way it might maybe turn that person that wants to steal it into a buyer that will buy it for a much higher price, and then obviously if they want to, you know, promote it, then they have that license. And then the second one is if they sell a ton of it, then, you know, just pursue legal actions. And
Yeah.
that way you'll have a chunk of what they've already made, you know, and consider it as an affiliate commission or whatever you want to call it, right? So as long as you can prove that it's actually your product, which you could in many cases. So these are the two ways, but at the same time, don't worry too much about it. As Alice said, you're there to serve your most important customers, right? So the people that want to learn from you, rather than, you know, the other ones that are just opportunistic and they want to steal your content.
Yeah, and then like, so a lot of, I've seen people like hesitate to get started because they're like worried about this, or they're like, should I protect my PDFs? Don't add passwords and things like that to your PDFs, because that is such a pain to your customers who paid you money. You don't want to inconvenience the people who want to pay you. So because, and by trying to prevent those people who are going to find ways to steal anyways and aren't going to help your business, and probably aren't going to hurt your business either, you're focusing on them. So yeah, make the process easy for your customer. Don't make it hard for them to access your product. Like, I know my accountant, whenever they send me documents, she would always put a password on it, and I'm like, can you just please stop? Like, I can't remember what the password is, and then I would rename the file and put the password in the file name, and I'm like, let's just not do that anymore. She can send it to me securely. They had an online thing I could grab it from, and then that was it. But that's a bit of an aside. All right, so where are we? Also can go. I saw your face for a bit. I showed the video. I don't think that shows right when I open the video. You guys still see my screen normal. All right, so we've looked at the workbooks, and I think, yeah, like we've covered a lot of it. The other thing, I'm got too many windows open, guys. I want to go here, modules, and I'm gonna go back there, bonus training and resources. So that's the self-promotion training that I showed you as well. There's also an additional tutorial and resource library. This is a collection of things that we've put together already that you can find, and it's all in one like place where you can find that. We will add to this as well. So these are often like publicly available things, but it's sort of a library for you that you can find it in one place instead of thinking, I remember they did this video, where is it? Or I saw this blog post. We'll be putting all that stuff in here that as we think is relevant as we create new things as well. And you are also welcome to obviously ask us. You know, you'd love to see a tutorial on something. I think from Yusuf likes doing some tutorials on software, so he would be probably open to doing that. I would be
yeah, definitely.
Do a lot of tutorials on specific software and platforms, but I will also to some degree. But anything else you want to learn, Canva for sure, because we are focused on Canva here. These are Canva templates. So whatever you guys want to learn, and even like go ahead and post in the community now and say, ask if we have a resource on something, and we'll see what we can create as we go along. We'll probably be quite busy in the next couple of weeks getting really started with this, but we can also incorporate your suggestions into the live sessions that we're going to do. So don't be hesitant to ask, because it might already be in the members area, it might already be available somewhere else, or we can cover it. All right, so maybe I think we should probably, I've kind of walked through it a little bit. Again, the link should be pinned to, if you're joining us on any of the live streams. You should be able to find it, and you can join here. It's a huge long page that explains everything, but if you come here, you could go click there, and it'll just give you a quick run through of what there is, so you know what you're agreeing to. And I believe that this is like a cached version of the page. It doesn't say join that early board list anymore. Let me try again. There you
Just
go. It's ready to
while you
add.
do that, content for coaches just said that, just a little tips that you can do to protect your journal or whatever. Just make sure you add your website and contact info at the back of everything so that,
Yeah,
people can see it and
yeah,
go and visit your
absolutely.
website if they share it with others. So I thought it was, something
Yeah, who
useful
knows?
to
You
share.
might get a new customer from someone stealing your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and as noted, like it is a one-time payment. It is just $47. And I think like you can see that this is, it's not just a PLR package. It's like complete training. There's like support. There's the 30-day challenge. So much that's going to be covered, lifetime access to the members area, including product updates. And again, it's just during this registration period, then we're going to close it down completely so we can focus on the people that we do have in there and do the best possible work with you guys as we can. Okay. All right. Anything else, Yusuf, or maybe we will
I'm
wrap
trying
it
to
up?
see if there is anything unique that hasn't been addressed. There has been a lot of people that participated, so sorry if we did not cover all of the questions, but I did my
Yeah,
best
please
to,
post them.
yeah. We'll try to answer whatever other questions that were left, maybe through writing or something like that. But I think we
Yeah,
covered it all pretty much for
yeah.
now.
And we do have Facebook. We have let me go here. Oh, the event doesn't show once it starts, but it's in progress. What the heck? There it is. Before it was on the side for me. Facebook thought it was important.
Andrea's
So we'll
asking,
have
are
an
you
event.
going to talk about your upsells?
You want to talk about the upsells?
Andrea's asking, yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So there is a little bump offer of content. So when you go, oh, I did a test order, and so the bump offer doesn't actually show to me on my screen, unfortunately. It says you already bought this product, and then it won't let me do anything. So let me just, give me a second, because I want to make sure I say it correctly. I do know what's in it, but so you can sign up, obviously, for Journal Creators University. You get all the stuff that we showed you. When you click add to cart, which if I do, it won't show you what I see, what you'll see. There is a little offer you can add for $9.95. You can add our, let me just get here. The journal template and workbook expansion pack, which includes like 50 more Canva template pages, more sort of also like structured pages, journal pages, but even bordering on that workbook style as well. And there is also our journal makers prompt creation workbook. If you don't have that one yet, that's added in there as a package. And I think it's a really great way to dig deeper, ask more meaningful questions to your audience, so that it's really great for anybody who wants to create a meaningful journal that people do self-exploration or try to achieve a goal. It's really useful for that, but it's particularly useful for any course creator or coach or anything that wants to add that. Like, so you teach something in your coach class or coaching program, but I'm going to just close the door. They're starting to wake up around here. Everyone was asleep, so it was quiet. That you teach certain things in your course or your coaching program, but the journal, like if you ask good questions, you can really help them dig deeper, thinking about what they want to do in the future or what they feel about certain things they've experienced that helps them kind of move to the next level. So that workbook is in there. Then we have let me just get, you guys may have seen this before too. and it's on for our original launch price. So if you missed it, you'll be able to grab it. But it's our year's worth of journaling content. And this is sort of the, education that you want to offer, or content that will support growing an audience of people who love to journal, because it teaches them how to journal effectively. Like we've got, let me just find where's the topic list? Uh-oh. Oh no. Maybe, oh, it's not. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. There's slots on this one too. So it kind of these are the topics that are covered, general topics. And within each of those topics, there are a bunch of there's a report you can give out. There is a journal, there's card decks, there's worksheet checklists, there's a newsletter that's done for you and everything. But the topics are like the 10 amazing benefits of journaling regularly, 5 steps to developing a journaling practice, working through trauma with a journaling practice, achieving goals through journaling. So you can see on the screen there that there are all these topics that will help people kind of use your products. And when you teach people to use and consume your products, they're going to come back for more. So a journaler who fills in a journal is going to want to buy another one. And sometimes they will buy them anyways, even if they haven't filled them in, because they like to collect them. But this can keep bringing people back. And as you can see, this is also very effective if you are a coach or something like that too, because you are teaching them how to get better results with journaling, right? That they are going to be able to move to next level. They're going to be able to, because they're getting so many results, they're going to be able to afford to take more time and invest in continuous improvement with you. So there is kind of, it covers what's there. And then there's a little bump offer on that one too, which is our list building booster pack. And oh my goodness, let me just go, because I'm going to say the wrong things that are included in that. And that's just a little $9.95 add-on to this year's worth of journaling content. So basically for $97, you get a year's worth, like 12 topics, lots of content to publish for each month, and you download it instantly. It's not going to be drip fed to you over a year. You get it all, so you can schedule it and do what you like with it. So basically for $10 a month, but you can grab it all at once for $97. It's regularly $247, so you can add that. Now let me just go into my account here so I can tell you exactly what's in there's a list building booster pack. And again, I would click this, or does it say that I already bought it? Actually, it might not say, it doesn't say that on this one, right? Because I didn't do a test order of this one. So it includes a done for you opt-in. So you can create a newsletter around the power of journaling, right? So it has a done for you opt-in page that you can obviously edit for whatever angle you're journaling, you are journaling. I just made up a word and I don't know what it means. Opt-in page for whatever angle you are teaching them. Maybe you're going to teach them journaling for, the topic about overcoming trauma, whatever it happens to be. So you can edit that. There's a e-cover graphic, like the cover graphic here. I wonder if I can get, it's so tiny. I hate that. Can I wonder if it's bigger here. It might be cut off here. Yeah, it's too tiny there. You can't see it very well. But if you ask me in the Facebook group or on the event page, I can show you more in depth of that if you want. But it has the cover graphic that you can edit. It is a little bit bigger here, so let's look at it here. So you can give your newsletter sort of a professional look, and you put that on your opt-in page that they will learn of this certain topic. There's detailed emails about journaling that you can use, and then there's a customizable 7-part product promo email series. And this one is all complete PLR license, and you can just add that on to the purchase. I hope that helps. If there's any specific questions you'd like to know. The other thing also is once you have joined, because there is one more thing you could do and we highly recommend, is, let's go in, where am I? I think I don't have it. Oh, I know why it's not on there. So let's go back. Here we are. So when you go to Journal Creators University, and actually it was on that page, you'll see on the right side, you'll also see it when you sign up. There is our Platinum and Inner Circle opportunity where you can work closely with us on an ongoing basis. There's lots of cool perks for that one. We can talk about that as well. One of the perks is that you're going to get your Journal Creators University swag shipped to you. That's a fun perk. It's and you can bring your notebook and your mugs to our meetings and things. But the Platinum Inner Circle, if I click this, it's going to take us to an order page. You can watch a video of us explaining what's included as well. When you do sign up, you'll probably see another page that has even more detail. If you want that one, you'll see it as you sign up. But basically, we get together once a month for a coaching and accountability group meeting. So it'll be a smaller group of people every single month, and we will, the point is that you come and tell us what your plan is for the month, and then you go off and you execute that plan and come and confess where maybe you fell behind, so that we can give you a push, and other members of the Inner Circle can also give you a push. We can help you develop business plans and things like that. And actually, one of we are going to do for journal creators specifically, I know I'm scrolling all over the page and you guys don't know exactly what I'm looking at, but one of the bonus is after we've done the April 1st session and 8th and 15th for journal creators, our platinum members, we're going to get together on April 22nd to do sort of a business planning session. So the challenge, the 30-day challenge, is going to help you get set up, create your product, put it up for sale, but let's turn it into an actual business, which may be a business that is just selling journals or printables, or it might be part of a bigger part of a training business, whatever it is. But we will get together and help you create that actual business plan. So that will give you time to absorb the materials, attend the training, maybe work through the workbooks, and then we can do that. So that's going to happen on April 22nd. But other than that, we still get together every Thursday of the month for our meetings. If you can't attend the meetings, they're recorded. There's also a monthly members only class that we do. We had a success series where we talked about, what success really means to you and defining it within what you want out of your life and out of your business, because we can look at other people and see that they're successful and we would love to have their businesses, but then when we examine what they have to do for their business, or we don't want their life, right? It's too much, right? So this series was really about that series, and you can log in anytime and access those classes. Now we're moving on to a skill series where we're talking about traffic, creating offers, and you'll get more than the Journals Creators University covers that topic to some degree, but then there's going to be lots of great tidbits that you can apply right away in these classes that we'll do live every second Thursday of the month. And of course, you can't make it, no problem. We understand everyone's busy and has their schedules. That will be recorded. We will also have a smaller community, more, these are going to be people who are more serious about their businesses, right? So it's going to be, I hope, a higher level discussion. It will be. And these are people that you'll really be able to connect with, I think, also more to, do projects with and really work with each other. Because I got to tell you, my whole online career of over a couple decades is about connections, about partnering with people. Yusuf is my business partner now, but there's been so many other projects I've done with people, and I've learned so much, and we tap into each other's resources, and that make things a whole lot easier and a whole lot more effective because we're leveraging each other's resources, our skills, having support and stuff like that. You will also get 50% off as a platinum member. You get 50% off new premium training programs. So when we do launch the Course Creators University, you will get 50% off. When we launch the Planner Makers University, you'll be able to join us at 50% off as well. We do also offer monthly download credits at our Shop eKits shop. So you'll get $25 credit to pick up whatever you need from there, and we're always adding to it. So that will grow with printable templates, done for you content, and business templates as well. This you already have access to as a journal creator because we did want to add it, but they're also for platinum members who join us from a different program. They will also have that self-promotion class access. These two exciting things, I don't know, do you want me to keep going, Yusuf, or do you want to talk about them? Oh,
sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll keep going. So
I'm answering questions, you know, like the repetitive ones and stuff like that.
I just feel like I'm talking so much, you know. I don't mind. I just hope you guys don't mind. So this is pretty cool. So we want to make it easier for you. So say you don't want to set up a website, or you want to kind of learn about the website development process. We at Shop eKits, we use Shopify. And we would love to invite anybody who joins the Platinum Inner Circle and wants to be able to, who wants to sell private label or commercial, you know, commercial use content, then you will have the opportunity to become a creator in our marketplace, the Shop eKits marketplace, so that, you know, we'll train you on how to use Shopify as well. So it'll be useful. So it's kind of like, you know, going in there slowly, right? You'll learn kind of the back end of things, and you'll be able to leverage that to create your own shop. We don't ask for exclusive, you know, rights to your products or anything like that. It's just an extra perk and a learning opportunity as well. Now, for somebody who doesn't want to do that, either you're going to do your own website or you're going to go do stuff on Amazon, that's fine too, or you're going to create your own website to sell your products, then we will also review your product funnel, like everything, the offer, and give you complete and detailed like help in improving that so that you can make more sales. And also, if your product fits in with, you know, what our customers will be interested in, we will promote your product for you as well. So if you're selling anything that appeals to business owners or any private label rights or commercial use content, then we can promote that. But that doesn't mean you guys need to do those topics. We want to encourage you to stay in the niche that you want to be in. That's just an extra thing. So regardless of whether your product fits with our audience, we will still do that review for you as a Platinum Inner Circle member, walk through everything, help you, you know, come up with ideas. So say you want to make a product funnel that has bump offer and upsell or all that stuff, or maybe you want to create a membership, a subscription offer. So we can work with you and make sure, give you the ideas to get going, but then also when you're ready to go live and stuff, give you that detailed feedback. So that one is $99.99 each month. If you are already you already have created your account by the time you see this, you can log in and then you can add it there. You won't have to fill all this out. But if you notice, whenever you're claiming some offers from us, there's always this little login. And if you've already got an eKitHub University account, it makes it a lot easier to do that. You can join us and you can cancel anytime, but you'll have access to the members area and all that stuff for as long as you're a member. The other thing about this one is you join today, you get all the perks that we offer right now. If we expand it, you still get that, and you are grandfathered this price, because we do know as it grows that it's going to put more demands on our time. We'll probably have to have other people helping us a bit more as well. So the price of, is quite likely to go up in the next little while. So you will be grandfathered at the price you join at, as long as long as you keep your membership. So it would be great to work closely with you guys if you're able to do that and you really do want to, to build on those things. So the journal makers bonuses are again, the business mapping section on April 22nd, and the Journal Makers University swag. So I can actually show you the members area very briefly.
I would just like to add that the inner circle, the platinum inner circle, would be helpful for you. You can ask us, like, even if you're just starting and you don't know which platform you're going to use or anything like that, you can ask me directly, and I'll give you a tailored advice based on the product that you're offering. Between Alice and I, we've used so many different platforms, between Thrivecart, Kajabi, WordPress, Shopify. So based on your product, if you give me just a little description, I'll be able to guide you and help you with the direction, so that you choose a platform that would actually will be more suitable for you and would potentially save you more time and money in the long run, right? Because a lot of people make the mistake where they start off with the wrong platform, and then eventually they find something better, and then once they make that transition from the old one to the new one, they spend a lot of either time or money trying to transfer the content. But here you'll have us who have the experience, and we will break down exactly what you need and what is actually most suitable for you and your product, so that you don't start off with the wrong platform. And even if you're planning on, let's say, transition, we will be able to give you advice on how to transition and build or make that process more seamlessly and save you time and effort in that sense. So you will have our basically input and advice whenever you want in this kind of upgrade here. So
yeah.
and
So
this is where I would believe that I shine, which is the technical aspect. It is the stuff that I've been working on for so long. And even like the marketing tips and advice and all that stuff, I'll be more than happy to share with you and break things down in our Skillshare series, and in the future other series, and you can actually even ask us exactly what you need so that we can incorporate it into the future series.
for sure. Yeah, because we have 2 more months of the skills series, and then we're going to do something different. So if you guys join us now and you have brilliant ideas, we would love to hear them. I'm going to try first. I also wanted to welcome a few more people who I'm able to discern the first name from the email address, Silly Warrior Plus. We have Vicky join us, Pauline, Diana, Linda, thank you so much. We're glad you are in. I was also gonna go and see, because where is it? All right, maybe just quickly show the members area for Platinum, and then maybe we'll wrap it up. Okay, so I think if I click, I have a MacBook. You know what? Like, I don't, if some people don't like Apple, but I have to say, the most amazing thing about having an iPhone, a laptop, and the computer is I can copy something from one device and then go here. Someday, how do you feel about that now, Yusuf? Now that you have you have the iMac and you have your phone, do you use that feature?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like always.
It's very useful, but obviously my laptop is PC, so I can't really take
I
advantage of
know.
that there.
I
So,
always forget. I'm like,
so
yay.
sometimes I forget. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes I'm like, I use my phone and I copy it from, my phone, try to, paste it on PC, and I'm like, why isn't it working? And then suddenly it hits me.
That's funny. So again, like when you get into this one, there is sort of the the welcome and the overview. This post here in particular will show you all the different, this will give you the, always go in that first post when you sign up for anything. So it guides you through everything, all the perks that we just talked about, including the journal makers, creators, bonuses. It shows you how to find all those. I want to go back. And then you can also see that you can find the details of the live stream class, where to meet us for the monthly Zoom meetings, and then the library of class recordings is growing here. We will also add the monthly coaching meetings. The recordings will be put in there. And then when you get the 50% off the new premium courses, that doesn't count for this one because you guys are just joining now. And then the monthly credit, you can actually go in and grab your monthly credit right away. You can claim your journal maker swag, all that good stuff. Yeah, so this one, that's interesting. It's a different sidebar. Yes, so you can join the platinum and get your choice of mug. I hope our mugs are almost, and journals have almost arrived. I think they should be, for me and Yusuf, we ordered some and they should be here before we have a next live training session. So we'll bring ours and show them off next time. All right, so now what, Yusuf? Are we all finished up? Have we got everybody? Anybody need anything before maybe we'll go?
Yeah, I've scrolled up and it looks like we've covered most of it. If there is anything that we haven't gotten to, I will definitely get to it.
Oh yeah, and we will. And yeah, so come on into the Facebook group if you have questions about it. If you have joined and you have questions, post in that community, leave comments on the lessons you're reading. If you want to know something specific about what you're reading, you know, we're there for you. And we hope to see you in Journal Creators University, and hopefully we can work together in the Platinum Inner Circle as well.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're gonna say bye. And then I need your help maybe. So we have to turn it off in YouTube. Yusuf is the technical guy, but I actually did a lot of the setup today. I was pretty proud of myself, but now I don't know how to stop. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I don't need to share my screen anymore. But I think
Start with the YouTube. Go to YouTube and just.
Well, that one's easy, I think.
Okay. You did it. You did it already.
No, because I think that one's easy. I know how to do it. So I'm going to end the stream. Bye, YouTube. And then on Facebook, if you guys are